Morning, everybody. It is October 17th, 2013. And so, as many of you know, they have come to an agreement to avoid a government default. But the deal doesn't really sound all that promising, considering the fact that they have agreed to raise the debt ceiling, allowing us to further borrow more money and spend more money. And there's a video on here that shows it's Paul Begley, so I'm gonna play it for you.
Breaking news, breaking news. Do we have a deal? What? Do we have a deal? Breaking news. According to Russia Today, the Senate leaders have reached a deal to avoid default and end the government shutdown. The United States government will soon be back in business, according to the Republican members of the United States Senate. Lawmakers in Washington have reached an agreement that will reopen the government and save the country from default, which is due at midnight tonight. Or is that tomorrow? Midnight tomorrow night, I guess. Senator Kelly Ayotte of New Hampshire told the Associated Press earlier this morning, October the 16th, 2013, that leaders in her chamber have reached a deal that would end the shutdown. Now it's
in the shutdown, but not in the problems.
Raising the nation's debt limit ceiling and in turn increasing the country's ability to continue to borrow and further the debt from international leaders. Now, CNBC News is reporting soon after the Republican Party senators plan to announce this agreement at 12 noon Eastern, in about 45 minutes from right now, but I'm going to break it to you now. A deal would keep the government open through at least January the 15th, according to the Associated Press, and the debt ceiling would be raised until February 7th of 2014. So, John Bonner of Ohio.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there. But as you heard him say, that it'll open up the government up until January 15th of next year. So that's really only a couple of months. And then that will also only raise the debt ceiling up until February 7th, which only gives them so long to reach another deal. And so it could be possible that we may end up going into a second government shutdown come next year. Now, I'm not trying to burn our country down on their political decisions, but let's look at something. Furthering our borrowing and furthering our spending, allowing us to go further and further into debt, that is eventually going to bring us to a crash and burn status. Or so that's how I view it. Let me see where I'm at. Oh, I've only used about 4 minutes. Okay, so, but yeah, there's, as good as it is as, government workers being able to get back and go to work and be able to get their pay, like, Paul Begley said in his video, which of course I didn't let play that far, but he stated that, it's unknown whether these furloughed government workers will get back pay for time that they missed for the government shutdown, or if they won't get anything and they'll just go back empty-handed. So, You know, I don't really find any of this to be over. Things are just getting started as far as things going downhill. And they will continue to go downhill. And, but, so this pretty much gonna be my first video of the day. And I'm sure I'll make more of them. So, that's all I got. But just for the record, no, this government shutdown, it hasn't seen its end yet. No matter what Obama may say, no, there won't be another government shutdown. I'm going to prevent it. Well, the only way to prevent a shutdown is to quit doing all this wasteful spending and sending money over to different parts of the world, aka the Muslim Brotherhood countries. You know, quit funding the Al-Qaeda, and then quit turning around and blaming Congress for the country's debt problem. You know, yeah, we may have ended the shutdown, but we didn't end our debt crisis. We're still in a debt crisis, and that won't go away. China will eventually end up owning America. You can bet your top dollar, because they are the major holders of America's debt. So, China practically owns us anyway. So, I'll be back with more.